Hello everyone, ZMiner99 here, and welcome back for another episode today on the Dinos Let's Play series that I have here with Wild. Today we have a few projects lined up for the base for getting some things. Ooh, that's interesting. It zooms in whenever you're in front of the sugarcane. Okay, didn't know that one. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at what we're going to be working on today. So there are a couple of different things. First, actually I think this is new to any of you who are only watching my episodes and not watching Wild streams. This is a little farm that we made. We're using the, what is it, soil, aqua soil or something? I don't remember what it's called. But essentially as soon as plants grow on it to their full height, they harvest on their own. Of course, these aren't having to grow on that soil, so they don't auto-harvest. But then this picks up all of the items and sends them over down into our storage system, which is one of our projects is working on our storage system. This is our little dodo bubble machine system here. Essentially, I have this daylight sensor set to night mode. There's a little NOT and an OR gate in there, or OR gate followed by a NOT gate in there. So when either this lever is on or this daylight sensor is detecting that it's dark out, the bubble machine will be off. So essentially that's so that if we're noticing a lot of lag or something, we can turn it off. Other than that, it's left on for the dodos. This is a problem. It is a big problem. This is a lot of dinos, and even though we have successfully prevented them from spawning in the world, that guy got out. Ow. There we go. It's a nice bow, in all honesty. That guy, I think, was already on the outside, so I don't think that's something to worry about. But at any rate, we need to separate these out between male and female because they're still breeding. And that's going to be one of our tasks to do today. Aside from setting up some form of automatic feeding system, which will probably have a few different layers to it. Same with the dodos, we need to set up automatic feeding for them, but they don't eat anywhere near as much or reproduce at anywhere near the rate of the armadillos. So we need to go in here and look at our storage system now. So in the storage system, we have a bunch of storage in that, of course, because it's a storage system. But one thing which is a problem, as you'll notice, is we have things like wheat and wild root and spirit herb seeds over here. But those all have their place here. Those are spirit herb seeds. Those are the wheat. And these are the wild root. And all the other things. And they should be sending into this storage system. But these storage link cables are all set to 0 priority, which means they're all even priority. And I'm not sure if it's up or down in priority, which makes things happen. So we're going to set this down because, oh, it says smaller goes first. So yes, smaller goes first. So we're going to set that to -1. And in theory, things will slowly but surely end up in the in here instead of in the rest. But it's not recursively doing it, so I'm going to go through our storage system here and pull out all of the bits that are in this and throw them in this. Or I guess I could just click on that and it will take them all. But that way we will have stuff to work on, or to work with. And more importantly, we'll know where it is. Because that's a problem for sure. And I'm actually going to future-proof this for design I'm going to build later today probably, or in another day, and set that priority even lower than it is. And we'll be back once I have something interesting to show or I finish this. Alright, so I have done it, gone through, moved everything. I think I moved everything over to where it belongs in this, out of those chests there. So, and it's fine if there's a couple things left in there, but there were stacks upon stacks of stuff. Like, most of the cobblestone was in there. Most of everything was in there still. There were like a stack of iron ingots in each of the chests and stuff like that, which is not efficient to store things, especially because a lot of the stacks of ingots and nuggets and that weren't even full stacks, which is very inefficient for storage because they're spread across each chest. But now I've added these 6 compacting storage drawers. I think we were thinking about not using them or putting these items in it, but I decided to anyways, because we have the resources to make the storage drawers, and also they were still splitting across all the chests, and whenever you have a block, a emerald, and an emerald nugget, or, well, I guess I saw a lot more with the diamonds, spread across 10 of those chests, you're wasting 30 inventory slots in the chests. So, yeah, now, like, some of these still look fairly full, but there's some, especially more like over this direction, somewhere in this direction here. Once you get out to, like, this one was almost completely full of stone, sand, and ingots. Now it's half empty. Some of these other ones, you know, these were all full. These are all full to the brim, maybe with 1 or 2 slots open. Like this one even, and now it's mostly empty. I think this one was only about half full though. So yeah, oh, look at that, I missed some lapis blocks. Let's go throw these in here. And yeah, so that's the system that we have, and it's much better. I set this to the -5. I think it showed that actually in the last clip, but whatever. Also, let's look at this and see. We need more goo. Great. Let's see. Bio goo down here. It's this recipe is the one we're using. Let's just make a couple. I don't want it to like blow up, because this can go poorly, and it takes a long time. But we do have one of the ancient ferns, which is great. I did not come up and feed these guys at nighttime, so it's quite likely that they are hungry and mad. We're probably going to want till night, or want to wait until nighttime before going in here to feed and to put up the barrier for these guys. So how do you want to split this? Because clearly there's more than 30 of these guys in here. They didn't fully stop reproducing like we thought they would. Alright everyone, so I think we're ready. I hope we have the building materials we need. I should have checked that. But I've gotten an ancient fern spore. We're not actually going to plant that. In fact, I'm going to throw it in there for the time being. But what we're able to do now, since it's nighttime, these guys should mostly be sleeping unless they're swimming in water. So what we're going to want to do is pick a spot to split the cage or the enclosure, whatever we're wanting to call it. I think I'm going to do that here. Split it diagonal. I don't know how it's going to look, but it's something which needs to get done. So let's see if we can get our glass. Actually, let's go. We're gonna need more glass. Reinforced glass is made from dense sand. So let's go ahead and start smelting this because we're gonna need it. And we're really, really gonna need it. So we should get it going. The reason I want to work on it at night is because when the dinos are asleep, they won't attack you. Which sounds self-explanatory, but, you know, sometimes you have to explain things a little bit more than you normally would. That's chugging away, that's good. So I think pulling this pillar here would be good. Can I not shove this guy out of the way enough? I'd really like to. Ah, another egg's hatched. Oh gosh. It's too much, I tell you, too much. Okay, so this is the line I'm going to drag out. Essentially, we're going to have to split these male and female because they're producing, and them producing is not a good thing because they're dangerous, and when they breed like they have been, they overeat, and them overeating makes them want to kill us because they're hungry, and it's just not a good story all around. So yeah, in fact, I should probably bone meal this first so that when they do wake up, they don't just immediately attack me. Alright, so we're in here and we're trying to make some enrichment stuff for these guys. I should probably actually hold off on making the tethered logs until we get the tree cover finished. But you can kind of see these are what the ancient spores do, or prehistoric ferns, whichever you wish to call them. This is something Wild laid out a while ago. I'm sorry the dinos are being so stinking loud, but that's how they are. The ones on the other side are very, very not happy with me. So, I don't know exactly why, but they're not. I guess they don't need a reason. But as you can see, we do have a retaining wall up between the two sides. Yes, I did just steal an egg because I don't want it to hatch, because that would be annoying. I think I'm going to go through here at night, maybe, so I just don't hit them accidentally all the time. At any rate, that's some good progress on that front. Those guys are probably going to come up and whack me. Or they're obsessed with their scratching post, which isn't a bad thing either. But now what we need to do is we need to go through the monumental task of sorting them out. We have 10 mob bags to do it with. Server will restart in 5 minutes. I forgot I had a scheduled restart. We'll see how many of these we can get. Guys, go to bed. Female. You were that one? Yes. You. Male. You guys need to spread out, okay? I'm gonna get the sleeping ones first. Female. Grab you. Male. 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 Hey! The hardest part is that this has to be right. Because if there's even one which isn't right, I have to break these. I didn't hit you. I hit the plant. At least I thought I did. There's a very narrow hitbox, it looks like, between them. For this pen, should be 100% male now. Which means no breeding on this side. Which means... Oh, let's count them too. And then we know if we can just go kill everything on the other side or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, we have killing we have to do over here. I should recount. I should recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? I don't recall this little one. So I'm actually going to go through and just make sure. Okay. Great, and I lost count. Oh, brain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which means they're defenseless, which makes it really Like, the adults attack you. The kids don't. Which is really sad. But now we have to go back. Oh man, there's so many of these guys. Whoa, okay. I'm out. Whew. Whew, okay. Let's go up here and shoot at them. Can't get on top of trees, so... Or we can if we land on the center of the tree, which isn't likely. Ugh. Oh, boy. Well, looks like I have some more work to do, so I'll be back. So, I have a question out there for anyone who codes for Minecraft or anything, develops it, whatever. How is this possible? I'm just asking, how is that possible? Their hitboxes are going into the glass. And that one's fully absorbed in it, in fact. Like, how does that work? Also, how does an egg end up there when there's only males here? Maybe there's one female in here. I'll have to check that. But just a thought. I'm not sure how that's possible. Or that. I might have to switch this all out. I will switch it all out to concrete, in fact. Not might, I will. Because this is not acceptable. That will allow breeding to happen. And probably how that egg ended up over here. So, yeah, this also gets switched out with concrete, unfortunately. Oh, it has to just be made super thick, I suppose, because they can go through the concrete as well. So concrete and super thick. Got it. That's so weird. That's not right. That should not be happening. I don't know why. Minecraft maybe, but I think there's a way to prevent it from happening. So, I've now gone through and filled in the wall on both sides. That must have been a tamed one. You're okay because you're in the wall, you're not on the inside of it. Is there anyone else who's on... Okay, you weren't. So this is our little corridor between. This should prevent any breeding from happening through the wall. Should, may not actually do that. Alright, dude, you're in trouble. Now you're not in that. I want absolutely zero chance that these guys are going to be able to breed, because that's the last thing we need, is these to be able to breed. So, fly up here, land down here. I've gotten a lot more of those prehistoric age or egg hatching messages happening. Oh look, they're playing with their ball, I think. Cool. Now here, it's okay to only have one thick wall, because that and the dodo cannot breed. The ankylosaurus and the dodo can't breed. But unfortunately, I think that there was potentially some eggs which hatched on this side, which means I do have to go back through again and ensure, yep, an egg hatched on this side. and make sure, absolutely sure, that there are absolutely no females on this side, and also thin out the herd so that there's only 15 instead of 25 is what it looks like from the guess of it. But that's not going to happen in this episode, I think. I am quite honestly exhausted with these guys. So this will probably be finished up during Wild Stream or before it if I come back on later today, which I doubt I'm going to do. So, yeah. That's that. Not super productive of a day, but we've gotten it to the point where we will be able to just switch the dinos over, and it should be fine. It'll just take a lot of patience and a lot of death happening probably on the part of the dinos. I did die once. I have no idea how I died. I mean, I know how I died. I fell somehow. These guys are able to apparently attack you while you're flying over them, like 10 blocks over them. I was 10 blocks up, and I was taking damage from these guys. So I don't know why that's possible, but it is. Over here on the back side, there were some ankylosauruses which were getting out, and they still are getting out. But I don't know if that's because eggs are, that's a full-grown one. How are you getting out back here? How? How? There's no way you're getting out back here. I guess I just have to build this wall all up one, which we'll do now, because I don't want them to keep escaping like that. Unless their eggs are getting... No, because it's fully grown. It wouldn't be fully grown because I just cleared this area out. Grab our building gadget. Let's switch it to build 2 mode. Like so. Go like that. I have to place one down manually, I guess, to get this one started. There. That should be good. If it's not good, I don't know what's going on. But I don't know what's going on anyways with these guys, so... that's how it works. Ha! Nailed him. Alright. Anyways, as I said, that's going to be it. These guys are very, very mad that I just killed that guy. But, that's how it goes in dinos. They like to kill you for no reason. Or, well, they have a reason, right? Revenge, right? But that doesn't settle it. So, anyways, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed as much as could be enjoyed. I'm going to say I did not enjoy doing this project too much. But it will be very, very nice whenever it is all done. Turn off hitboxes. And I will see you all in next time. Though, do make sure to check out the description to see news information and also Wilds information who I'm on this world with. And I'll see you all next time.